Hello and welcome back to the David67 Celtic News YouTube channel. Still on my holidays, and so apologies if the lighting's a bit variable or the sound's a bit variable or there's background noises, and also obviously no Celtic pictures, posters and photos as my backdrop. So cracking on with the video, today's video is going to be a roundup of all the various stories regarding players coming in and out of Celtic. Some stories look very strong, some remain more as rumours and speculation, but rounding up all the various different football sites, Celtic sites and transfer news sites, this is a summary of how things stand. Just before we crack on, just a wee reminder, if you could, if you're new to the channel and like the videos and like the style, please do click the subscribe button. If you like the video, click the like button. It does help with YouTube sending this video and the channel's videos to more and more Celtic fans and football fans. And the comment section, always open to pleasant, polite, constructive debating points, thoughts regarding the video, the players, and other burning Celtic issues. So, big news coming out late yesterday afternoon and carrying over to this morning is that Brighton would appear to have put in a bid that matches Celtic's evaluation of Matt O'Riley. Some are saying that it's 23 million with 5 million added on. Some are saying it's 25 up front with 5 million added on. But either way, it does appear that the bid is at Celtic's valuation or very close to Celtic's valuation. Also, there are a number of sources saying that Matt O'Riley is keen to move to Brighton and keen to move to the English Premier League. And there are even some stories saying that O'Riley's agent has had early talks with Brighton, and contract details and etc. are to O'Riley's agent's satisfaction. So it does look like there is a good chance that Matt O'Riley may be leaving Celtic. This appears to be the first bid that meets Celtic's valuation. I dare say there's been some form of gentleman's agreement that if a bid of a certain level meets a certain value, then Celtic will accept that bid. It also may be, as I've speculated before, that there's a clause in O'Riley's contract that a bid of 25 plus 5 or 30 million package, etc., will trigger an automatic transfer if O'Riley wants to leave. And it would appear that O'Riley does want to leave. One player who also wants to leave is Gazdag Lagerbielke. After what I thought was actually quite a bright start to his Celtic career, did make a few mistakes, but I thought he actually played on the whole well for Celtic. Did have the misfortune of being sent off playing against Feyenoord away from home. He never seemed to get back into Brendan Rodgers' good books after that. And one of his best memories at Celtic surely is going to be scoring the late winning goal when Feyenoord came to play us at Celtic Park at the end of last year's Champions League, and Lagerbielke's back post header secured a 2-1 win that day. I think he's only played for Celtic one or two times as a sub since that time, and clearly he feels his career has stagnated at Celtic and he wants to move on. And it would appear there is a very firm agreement between Celtic and SC Heerenveen in Holland for Gazdag Lagerbielke to go there on a season-long loan. Not clear if there's going to be a purchase option at the end or whether Lagerbielke will be coming back to Celtic to see if he can restart his Celtic career in 25-26 season. Also, a lot of speculation that there are English clubs in the market to sign Rio Hatate. Leicester appear to be the top of that list, although there is no actual bid put in by Leicester or by any other team. It seems to be solely enquiries. However, the indications are that Celtic are going to say no to all Rio Hatate bids. There's differing opinions as to whether Hatate wants to leave or stay. I think in the long term, Hatate has talked about a desire to go and play in richer, bigger leagues, such as in England or Italy. But it is thought that he is keen to have a consistent injury-free season at Celtic and then look again at his options next year. Either way, it does look like Celtic are saying no to Hatate leaving in this window or in the winter as well. The deal to take Bozan Lawal to Stoke is still going through. It would appear that there was a problem found out at Lawal's medical. It understandably hasn't been released just what that problem was. Either way, Stoke have said they're carrying on with the 2 million plus 1 million add-ons purchase of Lawal, as they feel this issue is a very short-term issue and will not affect their long-term plans with Lawal. No firm moves for Celtic in terms of bringing in new players. It's thought that Celtic are in further negotiations with Ajax regarding the left-back Owen Wijndal. There's also interest from Werder Bremen in Germany for Wijndal, and Celtic appear to be preferring Wijndal over Beck at the moment, while keeping channels open with Liverpool regarding a possible Owen Beck signing as a backup to Wijndal. And I am planning to do a little profile analysis scouting video of Owen Wijndal in the next day or two for release. Celtic do appear to be actively pursuing and negotiating and inquiring regarding a series of midfielders. It's thought that Celtic have had early talks and negotiations with FC Lausanne regarding Alvin Sanches, who's more of an attacking midfielder option. Also with Augsburg in Germany regarding Arne Engels, who's more of a versatile player, more a primary central midfielder, who does have the ability to play as an attacking midfielder, defensive midfielder, right winger, and even as right back. And it does appear Rodgers is looking at both of those two young players as potential targets to come in if and when Matt O'Reilly leaves. And the third midfielder Celtic are remaining inquiring and negotiating and talking about is Luke McCown of Dundee. I suspect that Luke McCown may be kept as a final week option rather than being actively pursued at this time, as obviously signing a player from Dundee on the last day or two of a transfer window is an awful lot easier than signing a player from Germany or Switzerland with various different things like visas, work permits, international clearances, etc., etc. There are a few other players that Celtic are rumoured to remain interested in, but without any current active talks or negotiations. Those are Dara O'Shea, the Burnley and Ireland international centre-back. It's thought more likely that Dara O'Shea will be off to one of the lower half English Premier League sides, such as Brentford. Celtic also remain interested in Tanner Tessmann of Venezia, who is a central midfielder and defensive midfielder, who is keen to get Champions League football this season and was the captain and leader of the American Olympic team at the recent Paris Olympics. does appear that Venezia want to sell Tessmann at this point, as they have dropped him out of the first team squad. And so he may also be a deal that would go through that wee bit quicker if Celtic do require to bring in people to replace Matt O'Reilly. And one final interesting option is Daniel Gazdag, who is a Hungarian international playing for Philadelphia in Major League Soccer. He had a good career with Honvéd in Hungary and then moved to Philadelphia in America and has had a very successful career in the MLS. He has scored a large number of goals in the MLS and appears well settled in America and within the MLS, where he is a reasonably big star. But there is mention that he may be looking for a return to European football to further his Hungarian international career. He was part of Hungary's squad at the recent Euros, including the game against Scotland, but did not see very much action at all in the Euro Nations. And so moving back to play in European football may well aid his Hungarian career, especially if he was playing in Champions League. I personally see any transfer for Gazdag more likely being in the winter window once the American season has fully shut down, and often in that spell, December, January, February, when Major League Soccer has shut down, is when transfers from there occur, such as when we signed Alistair Johnston a couple of winter windows ago, very successfully. So that just about finishes things off for today. Just a wee end point to remind you, if you've not yet subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel, push up the numbers to 900, then the next main target of 1,000. If you like the video, please do click the like button and comment section open for pleasant, polite, constructive comments, feedback, etc. And so, until the next video, goodbye and hail, hail.